What did you mean? What did it mean to you to get that call from short field?
Meant everything. I believe my fiance actually got the call first before me, so it's kind of a little different. But she had like this big little surprise thing, little thing we had happen at the house in E-Town. So I don't know. I'm just grateful. My agent made a great call on it to play with them in the summer league, and just did the things I was supposed to do, and just worked out for me. So really happy.
How does that work out where your fiance gets the call before you?
So like I put on this little piece of paper. At the time, I didn't know my agent's contact information, and I was kind of like on like the field with I don't know. I was looking for a new agent basically, and I just put her name down, but I put it in like the wrong spot. It was like for emergency contact. I was like, call my fiance, you know. But I guess they took it as like my agent. So they ended up calling her. It was like, hey, like, this is the news, and I don't know. It was just weird.
That's it?
Yeah, real deal.
Hey, you're talking about playing in the summer games, you know, in the league, what it was like, and nervous, not nervous, easy, not easy, what that whole experience was like?
It was fun. Just getting my feet wet, you know, in the NBA. Everybody talks about, you know, it's nothing like, you know, the regular season games will be, but it was just cool playing in that, getting my first taste of pro action. It was easier than expected, but you know, I know coming into the season that won't be the same.
Have any of you guys seen any of the current team and pickup games, play with them, and awareness of what those guys look like?
For us, no, just because the vets, you know, we just signed some vets. Really, it was just our first and second year guys over there. Oh, actually, yeah, we played. They weren't here, but we played me, Malik, Bam. We all played pickup with the guys Saturday.
So what did you think? Anybody jump out at you?
You know, most of the guys already know. Quade played really well. You know, Hami's not here. Kevin wasn't here. PJ, Jared really shot the ball well. Nick's really active on the boards, catches lob, block shots. Just what you expect me to do.
Dominique, are you thinking basketball, football? I heard about the Eagles. So tell me, what's the latest with your future?
Basically, I'm just like weighing out all my opportunities. I haven't decided on what I really want to do yet, though, but I definitely want to continue with basketball so far, and just waiting for what's going to be the best for my future.
What kind of will go into the decision-making process? Because it seems like you have all these options in several sports.
The decision making is definitely going to be with my family. We're going to talk about it. I definitely have the passion for basketball, and I love it so much. I really don't want to leave it. But I've just given football a try, see what I do. And I went to go do that workout last week, and they told me I did pretty well for just coming back off basketball.
When's the last time you played really competitive football?
It was in my senior year in high school.
So you played all that?
Yeah, I didn't play defense, though. They had me try out as a defensive back.
Have you ever heard that before? I've heard a lot of people talk about you're like a prototype defensive back with your strength and wingspan and vertical and all those things, being a sort of a physical guy.
Oh yeah, I hear it all the time, to be honest. Everybody tell me I'm an NFL football player, and I remember my high school coach. He wanted me to play in college, and was always telling me I'd be a top 3 round draft pick, stuff like that. Though, but I just had so much love and passion for basketball. Grew up as my first love, and I just want to continue and enjoy it.
Dom, for the NFL teams that are contacting you, are they just kind of finding your high school film, or how's that first contact being initiated with those teams?
I really don't. I have no idea. I guess they contacted my mom, and I don't have any idea how they're getting her number and stuff like that, though. But I have an agent for basketball, but I guess they don't get his contact. And I basically talked to him about it. I told him I really didn't want to go into football yet. Right now, I want to just focus on basketball.
Dom, you coach students or anybody you ever talked to about playing both sports?
There was a coach that joked around about it, though, but I kind of tell that he really wanted me to, but I didn't want to do it. I would have told him no way.
Have any of you guys noticed a difference in Winyon or Sasha, you know, after this summer? Have they seemed different to you guys at all?
Like I said, I'm probably the only one when I seen him play.
Yeah, I don't think none of us seen him
I
play,
think about
so.
the major thing that I remember seeing, this was like a month ago maybe, like actually really probably the start of the summer for them, was when I guess he went home for them 3 or 4 weeks and he came back and his body looked like he was in incredible shape. And so it seemed like he put in a lot of work for that. I'm sure he did just as much on the court as well. So, I mean, he's probably made improvements for sure.
I heard some buzz that towards the end of last season, even though he wasn't playing, that Sasha started to sort of pick it up in practice, maybe dial back in, knowing that this year was going to be an opportunity for him. Did any of you guys see that towards the end of last season, him maybe start to turn the corner?
Yeah, I definitely did see that because I felt like he was going against Bam every day, and Bam's definitely going to push Sasha to play at a high level. And if you don't come and play against Bam, you're just going to get dunked on and thrown around. So I definitely seen Sasha pick it up at the end of the season.
Just curious, basketball-wise, what's the most fun thing you guys have done since leaving here? Anything stick out, not stick out, just for all you guys?
What's been the most fun?
Most fun, I guess sharing an apartment with De'Aaron.
I was gonna say the workouts. Oh yeah, we worked out together all summer, so that was probably the most fun for me.
Was sharing an apartment with Dom for you?
Yeah, it was fun. It was always something going on in our apartment. If you watch like my Instagram lives and stuff, we're always doing something.
Yeah.
Aaron, has anything kind of surprised you about the NBA so far?
So far, no. I kind of thought summer league was gonna be tougher than what it was, but so far, no. But I know, it's like I said before, it's gonna pick up.
Aaron, how glad are you that, with the exception of maybe I think one comment, that your dad sort of let you be the guy and that stays in the background?
Wait, can you rephrase the question?
How glad are you that your dad let you be the guy and mostly stays in the background?
Oh, yeah,
not making the headline.
Y'all got lucky. Yeah, I would have seen him in high school. It would have been crazy. But I mean, he's really calmed down. He's chill. Like he said before, he doesn't have to say anything. It's not about the parents, I guess.
Derek, when did you realize that the NBA was, maybe it was while you're still playing here, was really in your future, something big?
Honestly, not so really recently. I mean, it was never. I didn't really know where I stood. I was just really focused in on college and wanted to do the best I could and kind of like keep my position, here, because that's just like it's so difficult to, stay in that starting five. And I was just really focused on that. But once the season ended and you start to focus in on your future a little bit, that's when I got my first workout with Boston. That's when it kind of became real for me, when I was getting like really good positive feedback from them. And then it was like, then I started getting other workouts come along and start hearing good things. So that's when it kind of became real for me. And I don't know, just gave me a little bit of a confidence boost, moving forward.
And have they told you anything like that they're looking for you to do in particular, or maybe you need to improve, or anything like that?
A main concern I always had, like being here, was like weight. And like that's really not like their concern, honestly. I mean, they want me to gain probably a little bit weight, but it's more about like getting stronger and being in like just really great running shape. If you're beating like a bigger guy down the court, then you don't have no reason to be down there banging with them and stuff. So yeah, obviously be a bit more consistent shooter. Do the things you're good at, improve on that, and that's just kind of how the game is now. Just be good at your role, and you're just gonna have a good career up in the NBA.
Just curious, if the three of you would give any advice to the new players coming in on the best way to deal with Cal, what would you say?
I'm gonna go last. Y'all had the 4 years.
Man.
I'm gonna say be open-minded, just because you can do something right. He's gonna tell you. He's gonna say something to you no matter what. You just got to be coachable and be ready to be yelled at a lot. A lot.
You got yelled
I got yelled at quite a bit.
Yeah, we all get yelled at. Yeah.
For me, nah. That's how I was coached all the way up. My dad, my high school coach, AAU coach. I was being yelled at my whole life, so It wasn't anything that, you know, you would go in one ear, go out the other. Just things like that. At least the tone of voice. I would listen to what they're saying. I know how to get around, you know, their tone of voice and actually listen to what they're saying, but the yelling part didn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta like, it kind of bothered me my first year coming in because I was like trying to do everything perfect and I just didn't want to mess anything up. So, I don't know, just don't be like really anxious, I would say. And same thing with Fox. I mean, you just can't take things to heart. Just listen to what they're saying, learn from them, and just always keep confidence in yourself and try and be consistent as much as you can. And, you know, they're gonna eventually gonna have to play at some point if you do all that. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I would just say probably just work hard. Like De'Aaron said, be coachable. He's definitely going to have to coach up this team. They don't have too many vets. And I would also say that I remember when I was a freshman as well, I always got yelled at as my high school coach. But Coach Cal, he's kind of a step above yelling. He yells every day in practice, so you definitely got to get used to that. And that was something that I adjusted to when I was a freshman, I felt like.
Feldhouse yelled?
He yelled, but he didn't yell that much at me. I feel like I did stuff that was right, and I still get yelled at. So.
Aaron, do you expect for at least this whole rookie season, maybe your career to sort of be linked to Lonzo Ball? And do you consider that a rivalry?
I don't know. I mean, I know we're gonna be linked. I know we're gonna be linked our whole careers just because we played each other twice here in college, and then we both Kings and Lakers played them, you know, a couple times a season. People take out what they want. Do I consider it a rivalry? I mean, I don't know. You're gonna play great point guards all season, so.
Can each of you just say something about being here today with this group, being back on campus, and being with the kids and that kind of stuff?
I'll go first. I'm extremely excited to be here. You know, last year I was here as, you know, one of the players, and I didn't have a choice. So, but coming here, you know, my name's on it. You know, people really want to come and see us. Just being able to mentor some kids for, you know, a few hours. Well, today and tomorrow. I did something yesterday. So it's just a blessing that I was able to be in this position.
Yeah, it's always great to have an opportunity to definitely mentor some children. And always coming back to Kentucky, where I live, my hometown. I remember growing up going to camps and stuff like this. This is something they're going to remember for the rest of their lives when they meet UK former players and the recent players. So it's definitely special for them.
Yeah, I mean, been doing this for the past 4 or 5 years, and I don't know, it's just always cool. Kind of get back to the community. All these kids look up to us, and you know, Kentucky basketball is king here. So if you can just, you know, take the time, you know, be personal with the kid for, I don't even know, like a minute or something. It goes like Dom said, it goes the rest of their life, and they'll tell, you know, their kids the stories and just all this stuff. So yeah, it's just always good being back here in Lexington, though.
Did you guys see the 30 for 30 on Coach Calipari? What were your thoughts on it?
I ain't seen it yet. I really haven't. I wish I would have.
I saw it like 3 times. I kind of knew about some of the stuff. I didn't know exactly what happened. You know, the DeJuan Wagner situation really surprised me. You know, I knew who he was, but I knew exactly what happened. I didn't know he wanted to go back to school and things like that. But I mean, I think it just shows, you know, how much he really helps kids. You know, sometimes they want to go back to college, but, you know, college is always there if you really want to finish school. And you know, just for situations like DeJuan's, you know, you wish something like that wouldn't have happened, but, you know, it did, and it was good that, you know, he played in the NBA for the years that he did, and you know, made his money. He could go back to school if he really wanted to. So it was really good. It was a really good documentary for me. I was actually at one of the games I was in there, so I just wasn't on camera.
Last couple more so I can get back in camp.
The NBA offseason, a lot of crazy stuff going on. Did you guys realize like it's such a business, or is that kind of not necessarily a rude awakening, but an awakening when you see all that happening with superstars?
Yeah, it's like right when like the agents start contacting you, and when we did the sign tour, even was like really our first. I would say for I could definitely speak on me and Dom. I mean, probably even Fox too. It was like that's like your first really opportunity to make money after college, really. And I don't know, it just shows you kind of like how brutal people are out in the business world, and how much like people lie to you and all this stuff. So I mean, you just gotta be prepared for it and stay level-headed. And thankfully we have trustworthy coaches here we can depend on and people that they're in contact with to help us out with those things. So, but yeah, it's just you just gotta be smart with it and just watch your back pretty much.
Oh, for me, I kind of started. I didn't start taking it seriously. It's how I carry myself. I knew that I was trying to come into this business. It's fun. It's still a game, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's a business, and things happen that you wouldn't expect to happen. But at the end of the day, you realize it's a business, and some things are just out of your control.
Yeah. Same with like Josh Harrelson right now with him and the one dude. I mean, you just gotta watch your back. So, stuff like that happens.
Is there kind of like a mentoring program, like where you have guys that went before you, you mentioned a couple, that you guys stay in communications where you're able to not let bad things happen to you financially?
Well, yeah, like you said, me and Derek, we do have former teammates that's in the lead as well. I definitely talked to some of our teammates about it, and it's great advice though. They can give you advice about it, like the way that you should get a correct contract or the way you should do your signing tour, stuff like that though. But it's all more about trustworthy. Like you have to find the right agent, you have to work with the right people, and I feel like if you have that trust with the people, nobody can screw you over in like the business world.